Welcome back to Oakfield Farm for episode 14 with me, MrSealyp. Right, here's where we stand. The field behind me, the sheep pasture, is now cleared of hay. If we look into the silo, not the store, we've got 149,000 litres, not quite 150,000. Not bad, but I am going to need more. There's more grass fields I can do. I've got field 14, I've got field 9, field 10, and then there's all the other various ones scattered around the area. Now, the world around me has gone nuts. I mean, absolutely bonkers since I did my last video. And I've had more subscriber contracts and suggestions come in. Like I've said before, some of which work, some don't. These three work. If a little bit zany, they do work. And here's the thing. I've been offered a couple of deals. Now, bearing in mind, I've got the Gloss Crisps deal on the go at the moment with the potato fields on 6 and 20. Yep. I'm doing canola, oilseed rape, for Jonathan, because he bought me the telehandler, so I owe him 100,000 litres of oilseed rape and canola. I'm doing wool when I finally get the sheep. That'll be for Big Daddy's Knitting Club, which is going to go off to the wool store or spinnery, whatever you want to call it. And here's the thing, these three I've been offered today all came up on Facebook, and what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to put the screenshots up of those messages, because I think people think I make these up, that I just make up fake people so I can lever in things into the storyline. I honestly don't. These come from subscribers. The first one is from Simon. I think it's down on the message as Sir Nimrod, and they run the Gloucestershire Real Ale Company, and they're looking for 150,000 litres of barley, but they only take good quality barley. That's a contract they've offered me, which is fine, except for this: barley season, or for planting, is done. But if I come back out and we go into here now, because some of these fields are showing us crops in them, when you go to them they haven't got anything in them. The one field left that contracts are available on, because field 6 I bought, field 3 I bought, field 5 I bought, the only other field available was field 21. Now 21, let's just quickly have a look. Field 21 has got barley in it. It's already planted, it's already growing. Now, the field hasn't been ploughed, but if I get all the fertiliser states on this, I'll be okay, I think, for 150,000 litres. How big is this field? 7 hectares. I should be okay for 150,000 litres. So in a little while, I'm going to do the contract on this. I'm going to do the contract for the farmer, Dennis. Try and get that price down a little bit. Now, if you look in the top right corner, I don't have enough money. £94,389. So that's a bit of an issue. I could extend my loan, or go to Sir David and ask for an extension of the loan. I could do that. And here's wacky coincidence number 2, which will come up as well, from Tucker. And Tucker was the lovely gentleman who sent me the Fent Favourite on the West Coast. That was shipped to me, I received that, and I used that through the West Coast Let's Play. He was so happy that I'd used it and all that kind of thing. He wanted to show his appreciation, and apparently has come into some money. He wants to send me a cheque for £500,000 to use on Oakfield Farm. Now, I want to treat him more as an investment, I think, than just giving me the money. He's happy to give me the money, but I think for this to work, it needs to be an investment. He's investing in the farm, investing in me as the farm manager. So I will have to give him money back every now and again, I think, as kind of dividends for his investment. like I say, all three of these messages will come up. You'll see them in a minute. So if I get £500,000 from Tucker, I can buy this field no problem at all, which means I can do the barley and I can fulfil the contract that I've been offered by Sir Nimrod for the real ale company. It's getting very confusing. There's lots going on, but don't worry. So in comes the third one. Now, I mentioned that Jonathan said about the canola, and he said that the next year, rather than buying me a telehandler, he would buy me field 40. He would get the crop off of it, I would keep the field, which I said was really, really cool. Well, Johnson & Johnson Farms have got in touch with me. Johnson & Johnson Farms I did some dealings with on Golden Days of Farming. And I've got another very intriguing offer. And here it is. If I go into here again and look at the map, Field 43 has become available. Johnson & Johnson Farms own Field 43, the same as Gloss Crisps own Field 20 and Field 6. Those two fields are not mine. They're their fields. Nothing to do with me. I'm going to do the work on them, and I'll do alright out of that because I'm going to get the solar panel, and I'm going to get, mine's gone blank, 25 cows. Field 43 is owned by Johnson & Johnson Farms. They've come to me and said that I can use Field 43, but it's going to cost me £5,000 a year to rent it. That actually seems like a pretty good deal to me. That is something like 20 something acres. I mean, it's a huge field, not acres, hectares. But I'm still within soybean season, possibly even corn. So I could do soybean or corn in there. That would be a lot of soybean and a lot of corn, but that would make me a lot of money. So paying them 5,000 back would be a drop in the ocean compared to what I would make. So there you have it. I'm going to put those up on the screen now. I know, it's bonkers, isn't it? But it's all true. It's not made up. They're subscribers. They've messaged me on Facebook. I get comments sometimes left on YouTube on the videos, and people suggest these ideas. And like I say, if they work in the narrative, I can use them. Sometimes they don't quite work, and it might be someone suggested something that I wasn't intending doing on this particular map or whatever. But I kind of put them in the bank, and I can use them again, maybe on a different one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a contract on this field. Do I want to do it with the case magnum? Let's see if I can get something else. That might be a little bit easier, mightn't it? Doesn't matter, I'll get paid for it, but... So... I do love this. I think the last time I used this was on Lawfolds, the Magnum with the twin narrows. And it's an absolute beauty. It really is. Sounds amazing. No crop destruction when you've got the twin narrows on. What a bit of kit. So, I think, provided Barris, provided I can keep on top of these contracts, which I'm really hoping. Oh blimey, Barris as well. I forgot about my contract with Barris. If I supply him with, I think I'm going to do wheat for Barris, I get a reduction. I can get a money off equipment. I completely forgot about that. Oh blimey, I've got a lot going on. Okay, so yeah, so when the wheat's ready, I can take some of that to Barris, and I can actually get some money off vehicles and equipment and that kind of thing. So it's looking pretty good. I'm quite impressed that so many people are happy to invest in me. They're investing in my reputation from the West Coast. I just hope I don't let anyone down. You know how it is. But I am going to need to get back to my grass work. The thing about this though is, if I do get the money through fairly soon from Tucker, that does mean that I can buy this field. I'm also looking at, do I plough field 43 before I stick soybean in it this year? It's a big one. Don't know what to do. But I'm thinking. £500,000. What can I do with that? I'm thinking of changing the mower setup. I could do that. So there's a few things in the pipeline. A lot of contracts going on. Lots to get my head around. I might even have to do a spreadsheet of timetables and contracts and what I'm doing for people. That might not be a bad idea. I could stick that up on a screenshot and just show people what my year's timetable is going to look like, what I need to be doing and who I'm doing it for, because I would hate to do my harvest at the end of the year and then sell a load of stuff that I'm supposed to be giving to somebody, you know. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is continue this, because this is a fair sized field in its own right. If I do buy this, 118,000 is not bad. This is a big field. I should get enough barley off this. 150,000 litres? I don't know. Am I hoping too much? We'll see. I'll see you in a bit when I finish this contract. Then I need to look at what I'm going to do on field 43. If I'm going to plough it, I'm going to have to get started because it's a big field and I've got a fairly small plough. That's going to take a long time, but I can set a worker on that. There we go, £4,334. That's not bad payment for that. What's this going for now? 116. Let's drop the value a little bit as well. Okay, still haven't got enough to get it, but we're in the right ballpark. If I look on the map, field 21. So it's growing. It's got barley in it, which is a good start. Soil composition, it's on its second fertilising state, so I might get one more out of that before that will need harvesting, so I'm going to need to sort that out fairly soon. Now, I realise I teleported here and that was naughty, I shouldn't have done that, but hop the fence, back we go. Going to grab the Massey Ferguson, grab the plough, and get over to field 43 then, because I really would rather let me think, yeah, I would rather I got maximum yield out of that as I possibly can. Mind you, it's a huge field, so I think even if it's not ploughed, maybe I should just seed it. If I just seed it straight in with soybean, because it's a direct drill, isn't it, the one I've got? I'm sure it's a direct drill. 3 fertiliser states, it's going to be fine, isn't it? Let's go up the side. Be quicker, hop this fence. Right, I'll do that. Because that's still going to be, I mean, it is massive. I'm going to get a huge yield off that. But then you say that, an extra 10% of that yield, I think I might just go for it and plough it. It's going to take so long. So the next 15 episodes will be me ploughing this field. I won't put you through that, don't worry. We'll start off and the rest will definitely have to be done off screen. Let's get to field 43. Prepping the monster. This is the big field where other farmers fear to tread. They don't actually, they probably would be quite happy. Now at this point, I feel there's something I need to say. I would say an apology, not an apology as such, but I just think something that does need to be said. I've mentioned a few times about getting berated by the realistic farmers, the people that want to play the game realistically, compared to people that are just playing it for fun or whatever. And I've said it so many times before, YouTube is a fickle beast, and YouTube, if you're doing any kind of YouTubing, you need to grow a thick skin, because it doesn't seem to matter what you do. Some people will criticise you for doing one thing, you'll get criticised for doing something else, and you really honestly reach a point you think, I'm just going to have to do this my way. You're not going to please everybody, and I totally understand that. That said, there are a lot of people out there that are watching my videos that don't play realistically at all. There are people that watch my videos that play completely realistically, as realistically as they can, down to the right crops in the right countries, the right vehicles for the right countries, making sure that you do all of the correct steps in the correct order. You know, I used the snowplow the other day for picking up grass, and yeah, that's not going to be, that wouldn't be done in real life. I totally understand that. Now, when I said about, you know, I had to try and appease or please the realistic farmers, I'm in no way trying to say that any way that anybody plays the game is right or wrong. I wasn't implying that the people that play it realistically are wrong, that I'm right, that the people that play it any other way are wrong or right. Honestly guys, I play the game. I play it, I enjoy it, and I've said it again, I'll say this again. I try to be realistic-ish. I've always used that ish word. And the point behind that being, I like to do things fairly realistically, but there are some things that I don't do, and you know, and like I say, it's not going to please everybody, and I apologise. Honestly, when I said this wasn't going to be an apology, I apologise if I have offended anybody, if I've made a comment regarding non-realistic players or realistic players, if I've said anything. I'm not. I've never ever in my life been a malicious person. I've never, I don't know, I'm a very easygoing bloke, and you know, I'm playing the game, I'm doing videos on it, I like what I do, I enjoy it. That's just the way it is, you know. Everything I do isn't going to be spot on, it's not going to be perfect. My only argument in my defence is that within the realms of what's programmable, what the game developers can do, there are always going to be things with these machines that will allow you to do things with them that physics would never allow you to do, reality would never allow you to do, and the machines were never designed to do. In game you can get away with some of those things, rightly or wrongly, you know. Sometimes you do it to speed up your life, sometimes it's considered that player hack, if you can find a quicker, easier way of doing something. I don't doubt there are people that will download a map and they will get their cheat boxes on, they'll have the cheat boxes running with the speed at 120, they'll get up to millions and millions of pounds, they'll buy all the machinery, all the fields, and then just spend their days happy as Larry, ploughing fields, cultivating, doing whatever they want to do. That, you know what? Good on you. And then the other end of the spectrum, there are going to be people that play this game as realistically as possible. And it is called Farming Simulator, and they are trying to simulate farming as realistically as they can. And if you decide you want to play that way again, go for it. And I am sorry if I've offended anybody. All I can do is apologise and move on. I will get people commenting saying there's no need to apologise, we like what you do, we enjoy your videos, that's why we watch them, and I really thoroughly, I honestly appreciate that. You have no idea what it means to me, how important my subscribers are, how important my viewers are, how important it is that you guys enjoy it, you know. And I've said it before, if no one was watching my videos, would I still make them? Probably, because I enjoy the process. I enjoy playing the game, I enjoy making the videos, I enjoy editing them. I love the details. I know this is going to sound really nerdy. I love tractors, I love agriculture, I love machinery. I grew up playing with Britain's toys, playing with Britain's tractors, you know, the whole idea that there's a game where I'm here and I'm doing it. Not for real, I get it, it's a game. But this is a next step up from playing with tractors on your living room carpet when you were a kid. This is amazing, it's an immersive experience. And I can only imagine at the moment what FS19 is going to be like. I just think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, that's it. That's, you know, I really don't know what else to say. That will infuriate some people. It will make other people pleased and happy, and a lot of people will be completely ambivalent and won't care about a word I've said. Then there'll be the people that have been watching my videos with the sound off. Again, doesn't matter. However you want to, I really don't mind, you know. So, that being said, I haven't even done one full circuit of this field yet. Oh, it's going to take so long. This may be a job that spans a couple of days. I just need to make sure I get that soybean in the ground, or I might just have to take a hit on the price, the wages, and get a worker doing this through the night. Just honestly, just get them literally ploughing on with it, because this kind of field needs a big old plough, and this is not a big old plough. I mean, compared to, you know, compared to some farms that have got very, very small farming equipment. When I did my tractor driving experience, the plough I used was a 4 or 5 furrow plough, I think it was. It felt big to me, I have to say. It was amazing. I drove a John Deere, I think, that had 165 horsepower, and in that slightly wet, boggy ground, it had a couple of moments where it struggled with a 4 or 5 furrow plough. So this, I suppose, this is a big plough compared to that. Get the cruise control back on. Now what I'm going to do, I think, is let's set a worker and see what angle it goes at. Hopefully it'll follow up this side. I'm just going to need to get this going up and down, I think. Right, I'm at the store. The ploughing on field 43 is continuing, and I'm bringing the mowers. And what I'm going to do... Oh, the wrong way. What is the matter with me? I'm going to drop that down and park this up. This will have to be collected later on. That'll do. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to sell these with the money coming. Well, I say coming. I hope it. If it doesn't come now, I'm in trouble. With the money that I hope is coming from Tucker, which should hit the bank account at some point, I'm going to change things a little bit. So. Got to remember where it is though. Is it in forage harvesters? Yes. I'm going to get the Massey Ferguson 885. Let's buy that. And then I'm going to get the... I'm assuming the header's in here, is it? The Massey Ferguson 885 cutter, which is way more expensive than the actual machine itself. It's only got a 5 metre width on it, but it doesn't matter because what I'm going to be able to do with it is going to be far more important. Now, I have got the snowblower, but I obviously can't put a snowblower on the front of this. I could go around later on collecting stuff. I have got the tether, which I think should hook up to it, because it's not a 3-point link one, it's this one here. So I should be alright with that. But what I am going to do, and I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but because this will work actually quite well. It's only 21,000 litres though. I can't go up to that one. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the Pottinger Euroboss. Let's buy it. Now what should happen, I hope this works now after I've bought all this. So what we're going to do now then, because this is self-propelled, get the cutter on the front. When that does its big windrow, and it does do a biggish windrow, so that's 5 metres across, does its windrow, with the Euroboss on the back, I hope that hooks up to that, I can collect straight away. Even if I've got a tractor on standby that can come and then collect that and then take the grass off wherever it needs to go. If I'm not doing grass, I'm doing hay, I can have the cutter bar on the front with the tedder on the back of this and cut and ted at the same time, then just come and then windrow and collect. So it will cut out some of the steps. This is cool, I forgot all about this, someone mentioned it. Let's get a beacon on. And said I should give it a go, and I'd used it on Golden Days of Farming. I just completely forgot all about it. It's a wicked bit of kit. This was in the Generations pack from Black Sheep Modding. No, problem is that's what will go on the road, isn't it? Please hook up. Otherwise this is going to be really bad. Beautiful. That's going to work brilliantly. Okay, so this little setup needs to go to, what field shall I do? Now I'm going to put more grass in the bunker because I think I need more grass, but I'm going to cut a load of grass and I'm going to put that grass into one of the bunker silos and compact it for silage, I think. Yes, I am. I'm going to do that. The question is, can I get back without hitting anything? I don't think I will I? This is a lot wider. Because I used it in the Golden Days of Farming, there was no traffic on that little island. It was perfect. This might not work as well. So I think I'm going to take it to the farm, take it to field 14. Let's pull over a little bit. Sorry. Terribly sorry. There we go. There's a trailer for this, isn't there? The little trailer. Should have got that. Mind you, that said, it's only going to take away a little bit of that width. It's not going to be... I'm having a mare today. An absolute mare. Right. Back to the farm. Yeah, it would still be wide even without the cutter on it, wouldn't it? I need a police escort. So as we approach field 43 on the left, you can see what a monumental task that's going to be. That's quite scary. Time has moved on somewhat. It is 25 to 7 in the evening. I've been over on field 43, and as you can see, the money has gone into the bank account. The 500,000 is there from Tucker. That field 43 is going to bankrupt me. Not to rent it, that's 5,000. That's not a problem at all. Actually, I'll probably pay that in the morning. The 5,000 to Johnson & Johnson. What's going to bankrupt me is not the ploughing either, which is taking ages and ages. As you can see just over there on the horizon, I've done about half of it. That's taken forever. I've taken the fence down with the Bruns fertiliser spreader. That's now working its way across. That fertiliser, to fill that back up again, cost me about 3.5 grand. That's not going to do that whole field. So once I've emptied that, that's going to cost me a bomb to fill that back up again. So But then that said, longer term, the reward off that field is going to be massive. So, before I do anything else then, let's get this going and cut some grass and get it into our new loading wagon. Turn that on, drop that down, and it should work, and I'm hoping this will be quite productive as well. Fingers crossed. Straight into the loading wagon. Brilliant. Now with the money in the bank, I'm going to buy field 21. That will probably be in the morning as well, I would imagine. I'm going to get another tractor. I'm going to get a smaller one. I did the guide to the new Massey Ferguson 300 series pack from Peter J and NI Modding. And I said what I would do is probably get one for my orchard on the Valley of the Old Farm. I'm thinking of getting one of those little Massey Fergusons for here, you know, for doing things like the fertiliser spreading, work around the yard, maybe hauling backwards and forwards, things like the loading wagon and that kind of thing. Because that would be quite handy, I think. Spraying fields, spreading stuff. I might get one of the ones with the wide row crop tyres, or I don't really know, but I might get one of those. They're not hugely expensive either. Even if I get the 399 turbo, that's 124 horsepower. I think that it's not going to break the bank, and it'll give me a third tractor on the farm. So it's all potential. I might well do that. And like I said, I'm going to end up doing field 43 long into the night, I think. Long into the night. But enough about that. I've got the door open on this, the little 885 cutter, mower, windrower, kind of does a bit of everything really. Doors open, it's quite warm. I forgot what a cool little bit of kit this was. I say a little bit of kit, it's not that small actually. And this only takes, I've just suddenly realised, oh no, I'm going to end up full on the wrong side of the field. What I have to do is just carry on cutting and just won't be able to pick any more up. Otherwise I'm going to have to go over it all, then pick it up later on, I think. Now the question is, this is going to be an incredibly productive field. I'm nearly at 20,000, I'm at 20,000 litres already. And I haven't even done a full circuit in the field yet. I'm going to get loads off this. Right, that is full. So rather than just trample over everything to get back to the edge of the field, I'll carry on cutting. I'll just have to come back and collect it with the loading wagon in a little while. So I'm leaving the grass behind at the moment. And that's the other thing, without having a third tractor, because I've got two working on field 43, I haven't got a tractor to take this back to the yard. So I might just have to use the actual cutter itself. It's not the fastest thing ever, and it goes a top speed of 16 miles an hour, so not really the best option available. Now I had problems with this on, yeah, that's really weird. There we go. Lift that up. Now what I could do to make life a little bit easier, just for the time being, lower that down and drop that off. Let's just transport with this. Whoa, that is wheel spinning. Can't get any traction. No! Whoa! Never come across that before. I suppose it's only two-wheel drive, isn't it? So, okay, we got there in the end. So that was interesting. Where am I going to put this though? Grass first of all, I think, into the silo, and then I'm going to start doing some silage. If I'm going to get a lot off this field, might as well do some silage as well. I will need to keep dropping back in onto 43 though, only because I don't want the fertiliser spreader catching up with the plough, which it might well do. It's quite nice getting a bit of breeze in here. Now I have had conflicting comments left about the bunker silos. One told me that one worked well and the other one didn't. I had another one left saying that the one that was supposed to work well doesn't and the other one works okay. So I am baffled at the moment. Let's get the unload symbol come up. Perfect. Can't actually see properly, but we are unloading. So we should now have about 118,000 litres of grass. That should be alright for a while, and we've got just under 150,000 litres of hay, so that should be okay. I am going to do more hay. I knew that was going to happen. Too tight. It's because it steers from the back. Yeah, I'm going to need to do more hay, but I think some stuff into the bunker silo might not be a bad idea now. So the next lot will be bunker silo. Which bunker silo? I don't know. Okay, what we'll do is disconnect the trailer for a second, hook this back up, otherwise I'm trying to take everything round in one go. Perfect. Swing that back round, pick up the trailer. Here we go. Right. I'm going to pick this back up. So, turn that on, drop that down. If I keep that in the centre, I should pick up the swath as I go back round. Perfect. So what I'll do now is turn the header back on, drop it back down, and just go off at a slight angle now. It should be okay. We are filling up again. Excellent. Not missing any, am I? I think we're doing alright. Okay. I'm glad I bought this. Mind you, just thinking, if I buy another Massey, that's going to be quite a lot of Massey Fergusons. But I have the large Massey Ferguson already, plus this, plus a Massey Ferguson. Oh, you know, doesn't matter, does it? Nothing anywhere says I've got to have different tractors. This is struggling on the hills. It's going to be interesting because there are quite a few hills on this. So I'm going to hit my 20,000 again really quickly. That's a good thing, but blimey. There we go again. Right, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to cut some more of this. Actually, I might see you in a minute actually. I'm going to take this down to the bunker silo and unload the first bit, I think. See you there in a minute. The preparation on field 43 is going to continue long into the night. I would imagine I am going to put this into this bunker silo, rightly or wrongly. I must admit, I thought this was a drive-through one. I don't know why I thought that, but never mind. So, go back in. I should have taken the header off. That would have been a lot easier, wouldn't it? Never mind. I'll stick this in the middle. I'm not going to have huge amounts, I don't think. Maybe 150,000 litres maybe might go in here. If I put a few strips, we should be fine. Let's close that up. We have come to the end of another episode. I'm going to continue doing this and we'll see how much we get into the bunker silo by morning. We're also going to have that going on, and hopefully that'll be done by morning. In the morning we're going to start seeding that in the morning. I might buy another tractor. I'm definitely going to buy field 21. That will probably be done in the morning as well. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Let me just check this before I disappear. 21,301 litres of chaff. Okay, right. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.